Hello there and welcome to my channel. I'm Mikaela Titheridge from the Crafty Oink Pen, and I'm going to show you how to create one of these twist close crackers. The end twists and closes that way. So let's get started. So here are the measurements for you. I'm going to quote them in centimetres just because they are super easy to do that way, but they are here in inches for you. So if you just take a quick screenshot of that, I will list them below for you so that you've got them written down as well. So I've got my piece of designer series paper and it's 18 centimetres wide by 17 centimetres. So along the longest side, the first score that I'm going to do is 5 centimetres from either end. There we go. And then on the short side, I'm going to score at every 4 centimetres, which will leave 1 centimetre at the end. So 1, 4, 8, 12, and then because this one falls, 16 falls right in the middle there, I'm going to use my 1 centimetre on the right hand side there because that's what I should be left with. Okay, now we don't need the paper trimmer now, but we do need to create a couple more score lines. So I'm going to bring in a stylus, and you need quite a strong ruler, so not one that's going to flex or anything. I love my metal ruler, so I'm going to make use of that. Now what you may also find easier to do, depending on how busy your pattern is to start off by burnishing a little bit on those lines. It will just help you find them when it comes to doing the next piece of scoring. As you can see, I'm just gently pressing on those score lines. I'm not going too heavy-handed. So there we go. I'm going to have my little 1 centimetre flap on the right-hand side, just so that you know which side that is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do diagonal score lines in this angle on this side, and then when I turn it round, repeat it exactly the same. So what I'm doing is I'm going from this bottom point of this score line to that first score line over on the opposite side of that box. So if you have a little look on the diagram again, you're going to be scoring each of these manually. So I'm going to use the larger end of my stylus just because I'm pushing onto a foam mat underneath. I don't want to apply too much pressure, and I just want to create a gentle score line. Sometimes if you use the smaller end, you can actually puncture the cardstock or the paper. And once you've done the one side, turn it round and do the other. This is where I say sometimes the pattern can make it tricky to see. There we go. Once you've got those diagonal score lines in, you can then fold back on those and just apply a little bit of pressure. That will help when it comes to do the twist action at the end. There we go. So I've just taken off the little corners on that long tab, and I'm going to bring in some tear and tape, and I'm going to pop it along this long, thin 1 centimetre tab there. So let's just is that. You can, because each section is the same measurement, that should be able to just fold straight over and come together nicely, nice and flat, like so. There we are. And now you'll see we've got those diagonal score lines, which I'm just going around and just giving a gentle sort of reminder of where I'm going to ask it to go in a minute. And this little bit that we're going to do now is where it kind of twists round. And when you first start it, you feel like you're going to just be buckling the cardstock or the paper. It's quite a nervous thing to do, and you feel like it's just not going to go. You kind of want to push down on it here, and it will twist and buckle, but it goes into place. And there you have it. Let's show you again. I'm going to trust in it and let it just go. There we go. Oh. Once you've got it in place, you just want to, I obviously didn't score right to the corner because it's not quite right there, but it's not far off. And that's how you create these little twist close crackers. Just consider the contents. If you want to do the little heat embossed end to it, fill your cracker first. It'll give you an easier way of managing to seal because you've got some weight to the centre there. And then dip this into Versamark and your embossing powder, and then heat set that. That will seal the little corners up as well. And that is how to create the twist close cracker. I hope you've enjoyed that.